Lion Nation, a pleasant hello to you. We are in Coach's Corner here, and I have head coach of the cross country team, Chase Frazier, with me. Coach Frazier, thank you so much for taking the time to join me today.
Great to be here.
And you have some business to take care of this weekend. This Saturday, both the girls and boys cross country teams here at JSerra will travel up the 99, headed up to the ASICS Clovis Invitational. Clovis Invitational will be run at Woodward Park in Fresno, which is also home of the state championships, which will be held later this year in the late part of November, Thanksgiving weekend. To the business at hand this weekend, Coach, we'll start on the girls' side. And obviously right now, JSerra enters this on the highest of highs. You guys are performing exceedingly well. The number one team here in the state of California, one of the top 2 to 3 teams in the United States. Various publications have you as such. You get to go in the championship race. 8:55 is the start time for that race. What would you say is the feeling of the team right now as we get ready for that particular challenge on Saturday?
Well, anytime we go to Fresno, it's a big race, whether it's for track and field or cross country. We don't go there for fun. We go there for hard work, for business, to show what we've been doing. This is the good solid midway point in the year for all teams. This is pretty much the first real test in cross country, and transfers are eligible to run. It's bringing the best in the state to the state course. Most teams, want to get a good look at the course halfway through the season. Got to beat the heat out there. 8:55 is a good start time for us, but it's going to get up to the mid-90s. So, being hydrated, being ready to go, and for us, we don't want to get ahead of ourselves. We know, what's at stake. We've got a big opportunity this season, but we also know, we've got a plan to get there by the end of the year. So checking some boxes this weekend is big for us. So I'm more looking at like how we run as a team this weekend. If we run as a team and do what we've done in practice as a team, having a shot to win the championships, definitely on the table. So this will be our first time, and my first time as a coach ever winning the Clovis Invitational. And so that's been the goal since we've been close a couple times, second last year. And at Woodbridge, that was the same idea. We were fourth the year before, moved up to 2. So we're working our way up. So we're not afraid to shoot for the top.
Now, you mentioned the opportunity to kind of see where everybody's at, and that, now you have maybe some transfers that are eligible. And obviously, in your case, you get to add 2 very strong weapons to sort of the arsenal there. Sophie Polay will be there. Chloe Albaz will also compete as well. These are runners that have had success at Woodward Park. And so you insert them into the lineup there as a coach when you can say, oh, I got 2 other, strong runners there. How much confidence does that give you? But also, maybe not to have such high expectations because this is their first competition of the season.
Yeah, I mean, usually when you have a new runner on the team, it's everything's new. Courses are new and things are new, or if they transfer from out of state or things like that, it's pretty rare to get a transfer that's already run at the state course. So like the idea is like, okay, well, you know what you know, but this is what we've experienced. So having them mix in is great. And for us, the last couple of years, they were definitely learning experiences for us. We knew what our strengths were as a team, and we knew what we had to get better. And I saw a big improvement from the Clovis invite to the state championship last year with our team. So this year we're hoping to not have so big of a learning curve. We hope to we can pick up where we left off. But I mean, the group is really motivated, and they know that from our inner circle, we got to put our best down if you want to stay on the top 7. So the girls know what's at stake, and they know each time they step out there, it's an opportunity for themselves and as our team. And our mindset is there's a lot of teams out there that that know who we are as a team. Individually, we don't have that true number 1. So that's what's fun about this group is I don't know what the 1 through 5 order is, and to me that's going to make race day really exciting. And I think each of them thinks it can be each one of them, and that's what's super fun because they want to push each other. So.
You talked about teams knowing, and obviously this weekend I don't want to say your primary competition, but one of your big, rivals, so to speak, will be Buchanan High School. They're a Division I team. They're running on their home course. You were able to beat them on the girls' side by about 50 points at Woodbridge. But obviously, the tactician that you are, you went through it and kind of noticed that it was definitely closer than that when you take out maybe some runners that won't factor this weekend.
Yeah.
the opportunity to compete against Buchanan. There's sort of I don't want to say a separation, but obviously you two have shaped up to be the two top teams in the state so far this year. What will that be like?
Well, nobody knows the course better than them. Nobody should know the course better than them. I mean, they get to practice there a lot. So being able to we got our box assignments yesterday, and we're right next to them. So, hopefully, we can use them as the same way like our girls use each other at practice. I mean, they're a good team. We're a good team. Neither one of us are relying on just that one superstar having that number one performance. They're going to run as a pack, and so are we. So I think that being able to work through it with them, we don't get the opportunity to run with them at state, and we know that we have to go out there at state and really do our thing to make sure that we can move on to nationals. Because if we have a bad race up there, it doesn't matter what we've done before. We got to do it on that day. So I think that taking that opportunity to get them to push us, but also kind of like see how they navigate it, see where they push, see where they make their moves out there. I think it'll help us just take another step forward, because they've done it so well for so long, and we're just trying to jump on that train.
True trench battle there. They'll be right next to each other, so get ready for that. We'll switch over to the boys' side. The boys come into the championship race. I believe 9:15 is their start time. They are currently ranked number 2 in the state in Division 4, and also we'll be adding a key component. Senior Saul Orozco will be joining the lineup this weekend as well. Just talk a little bit about the opportunity in front of the boys. Maybe a little bit of a difference in terms of the boys and the girls there, but a big one for them to kind of show, hey, we're a part of this equation too, and they're on the pathway to trying to get their first state championship this year. Yeah,
and it's funny because with Chloe and Sophie, it feels like the sit-out period went right by. They've been with us the whole time. Like, I feel like they factored into our score. With Saul, I feel like it's been a year since we've been able to see him run, because we know how much better our team's going to be with him in that mix, because he's such a vocal leader as well as one of our top runners. I'm really excited for the guys team, because this is really a first look at what they really can be this year, and I think that they will. Some people that don't really know much about what we have are going to see it, and that'll be fun for them to experience. As a team, our boys team haven't been to the state meet since I think it was 2018 last time, because 2019 they just missed, and then we had COVID and we didn't make it last year, and now we're looking at possibly leaving this weekend with a number 1 ranking if we can beat St. Francis, which is the team that's 1 spot above us, which I think that's going to be our target. So they have what they're looking to be in our CIF and state division. How do we become number 1? And then after that happens, then they'll look amongst other divisions too. But if we can do that, to go from a team that didn't make state last year to a possible state championship contender, that's an exciting season to be a part of. Like, I'm having a lot of fun watching them, grow from where they were to where they are now, and it's a really young team. Saul's a senior, come in and he helps out. But our team's ranked number 2 right now in CIF without him, and that's with no seniors. So that's what's really cool about this group is they're going to continue to grow and get better.
Well, great opportunities on either side, and we know that it'll be an exciting weekend up in Clovis. Again, the boys race 9:15. Girls race will start 20 minutes earlier. 8:55 is the start time for the championship race. Again, the ASICS Clovis Invitational, JSerra, headed there on Saturday. Coach, thank you again. Safe travels.
Yep.
And we look forward to seeing some great results up there.
All right, thanks so much.